And welcome to the third installment of Not As Scripted here on YouTube.com. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. It's very crucial that you give me the feedback here on Sean's View Entertainment because I value it, I read it, I respect it, and I realize it. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, it is very crucial in my development for me to, remain on YouTube and keep my contract and keep everything intact, that you keep loyal and stay dedicated to Sean's View Entertainment. It will go a long way in my development, so I hope that my contract can stay. I hope I can show you the results and give you the results. So let's get into the news and the rumors on the horizon here about Goldberg, about the Raw ratings, about Charlotte, about Sasha Banks, about just a variety of the TNA. There's just so much on the plate. Let's not waste any more of your valuable time. Alberto Del Rio was stabbed, as was Jamie Noble earlier this week. Both are said to be doing okay, all things considered. Dixie Carter was not going to allow WWE to buy TNA out, but there is still major concern for the future and longevity of the company. Once again, viewers and subscribers, it's very important to share my videos on Facebook and Twitter because my future is projected. My future is now in the hands of my subscribers and viewers. I don't want to leave YouTube. I don't want my contract to go up, but once again, the viewers will be the ones that decide my fate here on this website, whether I will remain, whether I will stay, or whether I will go. It's out of my hands now. The current plan is to have Sasha Banks retain the championship for a while that she won last night on Raw, at least up to WrestleMania 33. The plan as of now is to have Sasha Banks versus Bayley happen at the grandest stage of them all, with Bayley walking out as the WWE Raw Women's Champion. That said, we can expect a long reign for the boss until she runs into Bayley next year. Obviously, the WWE fans know the history of Sasha Banks and Bayley matches, so this will be fun if the WWE does end up going with it. Once again, viewers and subscribers, it was highly requested that I give you another installment of Not As Scripted, and that's exactly what we're going to do here. We're keeping it all in the ring. We're surrounding you with the latest news, rumors, and headlines. Sanity, whatever that is, right? What's behind it? Who's in the group? Sanity to be revealed in the WWE NXT Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. And it should be one hell of a classic with the names, the variables, and the teams that are going to be in that. It should be very significant, and I, for one, cannot wait to see what that's going to do. Monday's WWE Raw featuring Sasha Banks winning the Raw Women's title from Charlotte in the main event. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Raw's ratings have been declining. Raw's ratings have been very talked about because they have been so bad. How was the ratings this week? We're about to find all that out. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we got SmackDown Live, but let's get right back into the Raw report on the ratings. It drew 2.797 million viewers. This is surprisingly up from last week's 2.478 million viewers, which was a new low going back to the 90s. There's more to this report. For this week's show, the first hour drew 2.877 million viewers. The second hour drew 2.870 million viewers, and the final hour drew 2.644 million viewers. Raw was number 4 on cable for the night in viewership, behind the NFL's Monday Night Football, SportsCenter, and the O'Reilly Factor. Raw was number 4 in the 18 to 49 demographic, behind NFL, SportsCenter, and Love and Hip Hop. In comparison, ladies and gentlemen, the NFL drew 13.1 million viewers on cable last night. So, ladies and gentlemen, Goldberg is finally coming close to signing a deal with WWE, an in-ring return for Bill Goldberg. That is absolutely huge, and the advancements and adjustments that are going to be done there, I quite frankly cannot wait to see what Goldberg's going to do. He's still in fighting shape. He's still in the gym. He's still, doing the best he can. And, rumors of him being at the Royal Rumble, because it is going to be in Alamo Dome in Texas. Rumors of a huge WrestleMania main event with him involved. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, there is a lot of news and rumors to take in here. The stabbing of Jamie Noble and Alberto Del Rio. The status of Impact Wrestling, Goldberg returning. Raw's ratings actually bounced back from last week, which was a hell of a surprise. Remember, viewers and subscribers, my future now depends on you. It's out of my hands. I can give you all the content and all the updates, and I can work around the clock as much as I want. But it's up to the viewers and subscribers to have me produce results with viewership, comments, likes, and subscribing, and of course, sharing my videos on Facebook and Twitter. Thank you for watching Sean Demon. I hope that you will help me in advancing and growing here on this website. Hopefully, we can get over and be popular, and hopefully we can, level up, because right now I see myself as an NXT guy, maybe even a jobber. Let's work our way up to the main roster. Let's, generate that kind of views and the kind of comments that, other YouTubers have come to expect. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think of the news and rumors today? This is the wrap-up report with a few ingredients added in. We try to mix it up here on the Brass Show. And once again, this has been the third installment of Not As Scripted, where it is completely interactive and motivated. I usually do this series starting on Thursday, but I thought I'd mix it up and give it to you here on Tuesday. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me for another installment of Not As Scripted. We'll be back with more news and rumors, and if there's any more breaking news developments on Impact Wrestling, on WWE, you can be sure to count on Sean Van Diemen to come all the way for you, the viewers and the subscribers, since day one, because I count on you, just like you count on me, to keep you in the loop, and that's exactly what I believe in, and that's what I'm all about. I think the newest and the biggest update out of all this is Bill Goldberg, and the surprising news to come out of this, if you're looking for my analysis and my opinion, I think the surprise is that Raw's ratings was able to stand the test of time. Now, it may not be anything to be like, oh, wow, that's significant and all, that's wowing. But the fact that the rating didn't go down shows me that there's interest in the Roman Reigns saga, interest in the women's division, interest in the cruiserweight division. Of course, the rating did go down as the show went on, but that's to be expected because it's very hard to book and draw a 3-hour show to keep people compelled. Once again, thank you for watching. Subscribe and share my videos. More to come.